All right. Y'all, I'm going to post the link. I'm not going to show the video because it's domestic violence. Okay? It's domestic violence. And because of that, I'm not going to show it. But if you have not seen it, there is the link. You can go over there and watch it real fast. It is terrible. It definitely confirms what Cassie has said. It's sad that there were a lot of people that did not believe that Diddy did these things to her. Now, y'all gonna have to eat crow. Y'all gonna have to eat crow on this one. And look, I'm not shocked when you start hearing the same thing from multiple people, then yeah, that raises a red flag, especially in Diddy's case. And it's not like he just did this to Cassie and no one else. We all remember when he broke uh, Kim Porter's nose, and there's still a lot of people to this very day that believe Diddy had something to do with her demise. So, no, I mean, I think Cassie is vindicated on this one. I really do. I think he's vindicated. And I think this is the beginning of a major downfall for Diddy. He absolutely, I don't see how he can maintain himself in an industry after something like this coming out. I don't see how he can do it. I think it's really, truly over for him. Whoever his handlers are at the top, they're letting him fall. They're letting him fall for real. Oh, yeah, it's not just Kim. Some people think he had something to do with Heavy D too. Other people, not just Kim. It seems like everybody around him always end up in the boneyard, you know? So let's get into it. There, I showed you the link. Y'all can go over and watch it. So, exclusive Sean Diddy Combs seen physically assaulting Cassie Ventura. This video is from 2016, surveillance obtained by CNN. And so, yeah, it's the buzz on social media, and a lot of people are buzzing about it now all over social media. So, this is a 2016 surveillance video obtained exclusively by CNN, shows Sean Diddy Combs grab, shove, drag, kick then girlfriend Cassie Ventura during an altercation that matches allegations in a now settled federal lawsuit filed by Ventura in December. And I remember it was so many people saying, she's lying. She's lying. She's not telling the truth. She's lying. Yeah, no, she wasn't lying at all. The footage compiled from multiple camera angles dated March 5th, 2016, appears to show the rapper, producer, and business mogul during an incident that this occurred to Ventura's complaint. So this was in there. This was in her original complaint back in November of 2023. And it occurred at a now closed intercontinental hotel in Century City, Los Angeles. CNN verified the location based on publicly available photos of the former hotel interior. In the video, Ventura, she attempts to exit the hotel room and walks down the hallway to the elevators. Then Combs come running down the hallway with a towel wrapped around his waist, and you can see he had a white towel on if you watch the video. And he comes down the hallway after her. He grabs her by the back of the neck and throws her to the floor, still holding his towel close with one hand. He then turns and kicks her. in the video, Ventura is on the ground. Combs retrieved the purse and suitcase from the floor near the elevators. He turns around and kicks her again as she lies motionless on the floor. About 4 seconds transpired between the two kicks. According to the video, he then briefly dragged her by her sweater shirt towards the room before walking away. Ventura is then seen slowly standing up. She gathers items from the floor and moves to pick up a phone in the hallway near the elevators. Combs, still in a towel and socks, return. The mirror directly across from the security camera shows Combs appearing to shove Ventura. Seconds later, he sits down in a chair and he's grabbing glass vases and he throws them forcefully towards Ventura. So she was down on the ground and he was throwing glass vases at her when she was down on the ground. All right. That's what he was doing when he sat down. Combs is seen walking away, then turns towards Ventura once again when the elevator door opens and someone appears to exit. Ventura, who reached an undisclosed settlement with Combs, declined to comment on the video obtained by CNN. Ventura's attorney, Douglas H. Wigdor, the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forth to bring this to light. CNN reached out to representatives for Combs and Intercontinental Hotels for comment. Combs previously denied Ventura's allegation. So she sued Diddy, and she was suing him for a period of time in their relationship that occurred between 2007 and 2018. The two were photographed together at the Los Angeles premiere film A Perfect Match on March 7th, 2016. According to Ventura's complaint, which cited the altercation as occurred around March 2016, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Mrs. Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye. Now, she said that occurred in the room. That occurred in the room. That's why she was trying to leave and get out of the hotel, because he had beat her on her in the room and gave her a black eye. So she grabbed her bag and her purse, and she was trying to get out of there and get away from him. So according to Ventura's complaint, which cited the altercation as occurring around March of 2016, so they said he was intoxicated. He punched her in the face. She had a black eye. After Combs fell asleep, Ventura attempted to leave the hotel room, but he woke up and followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her, the complaint said. Again, how did people in the hotel rooms not hear that if he was in the hallway yelling on her and beating on her? They had to hear that. They had to hear it. He grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her, causing glass to crash around them as she ran to the elevator to escape, the complaint alleged. And that's not an alleged, that's a fact, because that's on that video. So that's not alleged. So after Ventura got in the elevator, her complaint states that she took a cab to her apartment. Upon realizing that her running away would cause Mr. Combs to be even angrier with her, and she completely stuck In his vicious cycle of abuse, Miss Ventura returned to the hotel with the intention of apologizing for running away from her abuser, the complaint claims. When she returned, the hotel security staff urged her to get back into the cab and go to her apartment, suggesting that they had seen the security footage showing Combs beating Miss Ventura and throwing glass at her in the hallway. So the security already seen it. All right. So if the hotel security seen it, nobody called the authorities on Sean Combs and showed them the video. Oh, that's all they would have had to do is call the police and show the video of what happened. And it seems like they did not do that. They didn't do that. All right, because I know he paid to get videos, and that's not the only one. Whenever he got caught in, I guess, in the camera view, he would pay money to get the actual surveillance video. The complaint alleges Combs paid Intercontinental Hotel $50,000 for a hallway security footage from that. So a crime took place at the hotel and they took $50,000 and stayed silent. Wow. Okay. The incident was part of a number of allegations made in the November lawsuit, which Ventura claimed she was raped in 2018 and subjected to years of repeated physical and other abuses by Combs. So, wow, I think Diddy is going to be in a lot of trouble, y'all. I really do. I don't see how he's going to weasel his way out of this one. Number one, you can clearly see it's him on the video. You clearly see it. Number two, he paid $50,000 to get the surveillance video. Who pays that kind of money unless you did something on that video that you know was wrong? You know that mess was wrong. That's why you needed that video. And as you know, when he got his home raided, it was said that Cassie was cooperating with the feds. And you know what? If there are videos on other people that have made claims on Diddy, man, we don't even need to see that at this point, because not unless it's in court, of course. But I think this is so damaging that Diddy, how do you come back? Nobody's going to listen to Diddy at this point. Who's going to listen to this man? Nobody's going to listen to him, especially when he sits around saying he didn't do this, he didn't do, because that's what he tried to say when Cassie filed this lawsuit. He claimed he didn't do it. He didn't do what he was accused of in her lawsuit. And now you're seeing, no, you did a lot of this stuff that she said. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see Diddy around anymore. And I highly doubt if you're going to hear even his music out here anymore. I bet you a lot of stations around the country are going to refuse to to play his music. They're going to refuse to play it. Well, Heart Flames, he did. If you remember, he broke Kim Porter's nose. They said she had to, get medical attention, and I believe she had her nose operated on after that. But they were on a yacht and he broke her nose. So, yeah, he put his hands on Kim too. In fact, they said when Kim lost her life, Kim and Cassie were actually talking to each other. So I bet before Kim, passed on, I bet you she knew what Cassie was going to do. Everybody that was writing a tell-all book are gone. Heavy D was writing one too, and he's gone. And him and Diddy fell out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, now he doesn't have anything to hide behind, and he can keep denying all he want. Like I said, his credibility is now shot for good. It is shot. Oh yeah, I'll be sure can't stand him. Oh yeah. And I'll be sure wants Kim Porter's. He wants another autopsy done on her. I heard him. I think heard something like that out there about him, and he wanted his son to come and live with him and get away from Diddy altogether. I don't know if that ever happened or not. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, you can clearly see Diddy is one of those people. As soon as he gets some money in his pocket, he go to acting the fool. I've seen too many people like that in my lifetime. And the sad part is he was in a position where he could have done a lot of good in the community with the amount of money he had, the influence he had, being big in the record industry, being a mogul. He could have done so many positive things in the community. And instead of doing that, this is the kind of stuff he did. Mm-mm-mm. It is terrible. Hmm. He was a billionaire. He could have done a lot of good. Well, he ain't gonna be that for long. He ain't gonna be that way for long. So I'm wondering if this is being shown because this is almost like a signal that they're getting ready to come for him. Like it won't be long. Hmm. Yeah, but they say Clive Davis is really the one over him. I think Clive Davis, at the end of the day, he'll let Diddy fall. He doesn't care about Diddy like that. If push come to shove, he don't care if they take Diddy in and jail him or anything. Clive Davis could care less. I don't think he would do anything to help Diddy at this point, especially now that that kind of video is out. I don't believe Clive Davis will ever help him. Mm-mm. I don't think that help is coming. I think Diddy is on his own. And he's crashing and burning right now. Well, Diddy did what he felt he could get away with. And look, he did get away with it for a long time, a few decades. He did get away with it for a long time. So I guess in his mind, he probably thought he was untouchable. He was untouchable. Nobody was going to be able to prove anything. Well, he can no longer say that. Mm-mm-mm. Well, he's going to get just that. I believe they're getting ready to close in on his butt. I really do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So y'all, just folks, production. Cassie said she did try to delete the videos, from those freak offs they were doing. He would videotape all of them, and she tried to erase them. And Diddy had it set up where I think it was like there was always another video that he had access to. So it didn't completely get erased, but she did attempt to erase a lot of that. Mhm. Wow. Man, what a way to fall from grace, Diddy. Oh, man. Mm-mm-mm. Well, Clive Davis really can take it back over. That's who Diddy got it from. He was the one that financed and backed it. So, Bad Boy Records, technically, Clive Davis can take that all over because he had everything to do with investing in it. Mhm. Wow. Yeah, it'd be interesting, and all the people that's been talking about Diddy to hear what they're gonna say. But yeah, there's no other way for Diddy to get out of this one. He is really finished, y'all. He's finished. So, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude. Thank you so much for being here. I know this was kind of last minute, but I do appreciate you all coming over, and be on the lookout for my videos, y'all. Shalom, family. Oh, hold on. I Somebody did. Cyberdyne 100. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I almost didn't see it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Shalom, family.